Like y'all really do need to know why I call it inside the box, out of the box. Because like I am a Barbie, and like
Oh,
I am in a Mattel box. I blink sleeping, I'm slumbering.
Mm.
But when I'm ready to play, I come out of the box. Um,
Interesting.
but I also just like I thought it was clever because we're doing like things before session and then things after session that we discussed. So like I thought that was clever. I'm not smart. I have two brain cells. They run together real nicely. But yes, welcome to TTRPG Barbie. Um, how's the session, y'all?
pretty good.
Session was great.
Crazy as
Really, because I was nervous. I really was. I was talking to Chris about this. I was nervous because I wanted to give y'all something fun to do. I didn't feel like I had enough for y'all to do. But like,
Yeah, no, this is a good one. I was.
like I
This
said,
is.
players drive a lot of this for you, and you just have to react as the DM.
Yeah.
Because holy shit, failing a wisdom save that basically forces somebody to be like, "Yep, I'm just gonna kill somebody and turn them into a zombie." See, I did a good thing, you guys. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
no.
wild. That
Yeah,
was the
that
wild
was
part.
so
Alright,
fun.
You kept getting that 20s. You kept
Huh.
getting that 20s about your
Yeah, I put it on heavy.
your
He's reserved for a bit.
wisdom save, right? It was a wisdom save. Yeah,
Mhm.
both times there were nat 20s for the wisdoms. Like 3 times actually. I think you got nat 20s like 3 times in a row.
This bot's broken.
Like Jesus Christ. Like
And then the compounding of he falls down, he gets up, the paladin runs over to pick
What?
him up and yeet him off the ship.
What?
Yes.
It's like nobody's had a chance to respond to this. They just see this guy pick up a dude that just fell over and got back up and threw him off the ship.
mhm.
Wow, he's about to get thrown off the ship, I think.
That's
Dude,
like
wild.
yo, shit could have almost got away with it too if he had thrown that man off the shit. But
Mhm.
but I thought
Oh
it
my
was hilarious.
god.
But I also thought it was hilarious, to be quite honest.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's perfect. It was good storytelling.
that was fantastic.
You see, because like
CEO is John. No, John is definitely proving to be a thorn in the side of Zare. Oh my god, the way in my mind, I'm just like, I just need to fucking kill this dude so he can, because I feel like we're gonna be mortal enemies. But like at the same time, like I'm like, no, I can't do that. But
Well, depending on what happens next session, there's some developments that are happening behind the scenes. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
now I've got some random spell cast on me that I don't even know what it is. I'm assuming it's like tell the truth or something, where like I can't lie.
See, the thing about it is that I don't really like now that I cast what I cast, and now that I see what I see, this relationship can go anywhere.
Interesting.
I gave him some very pertinent information because I felt like, well, shit, this
Sorry.
it's good. It's gonna be good.
All of you like that are concerned over what I did with the zombie. There's a reason why I did that. A very specific reason. So.
Understand that at no point was Brock concerned about literally any of it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I want to talk about motherfucking Criv. Criv,
That was great.
you gave a performance, great.
Yes, that was so scary. I was scared myself.
Oscar, ECOT award, ECOT.
That was crazy.
That
was definitely. That was That was good.
Because I was just thinking, like, out of me personally, the fact that happened, I was like, this is some Scooby Doo shit. Like, you just killed a person on a ship in front of everybody. That's literally Scooby Doo. And when I was like, well, how would Criv react? I'm like, Criv would be pissed because you're blowing his cover and you're making things more difficult for him.
And I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
And you're not even a rich white land developer. Like, what the hell? With Scooby Doo tradition.
I just
Right.
What was that, Hunt?
I just broke my table.
Oh, how?
Oh no.
I don't know. I just pulled something. I just ripped off. No, it's not closing.
Yikes. Some fix a flat will do it. No, I'm playing. No, quite literally, I had a friend fix his car with fix a flat, just all with just fix a flat. I was amazed. Off topic. Crit, like, I was so invested in what your character's feeling because I know it's going to be explosive as a DM, and I live for it. So, like, if anyone in the party does something, I'm expecting you to go off. Because quite literally, I think you're the most explosive here.
Could be.
Good question. What do you guys think when Hanakwi went up to that little girl, and then he kind of realized that that Zarin kind of dispatched of like a pretty evil guy, and then he heard a voice in his head that said, "I like this one."
Because your characters wouldn't have known.
We didn't know that. I don't think you. Yeah, we didn't know that.
Hold on, your characters wouldn't have known that, but like outside of the campaign,
I'm not. No, I mean, you as like a player.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm helping you. Like as a player, what do y'all think about that situation?
It was good.
I think.
It definitely touched on something that was kind of being used to excuse a shit tier action, but wasn't really being addressed in any meaningful way. So yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
And like also some bigger things that happened. I'm just really through like everything we did. Brock, you got some motherfucking data. You got some motherfucking insight into like some better physical shit going on.
It's way above his pay grade, and he has no idea what he's gonna get out of it. He's just like, so wait, are we all fake? Are we not real?
That's actually what you're feeling like right now, quite honestly.
I'm broken now. I don't know how to feel. Does anything matter?
And you haven't told anyone about this.
No.
Mm-hmm.
He may end up struggling through this nihilism alone. None of this is real. None of it matters. We're not actually here.
Ooh.
There are no consequences.
We're all actually stuck in the metaverse. Yeah.
Like, what is everyone's thoughts about that? Like, just the prospect of like as a player, like just the prospects of like your character's world being like something fictitious or adjacent to.
I mean, I think I'd be okay with that for the most part. Like, Zarin is very, Zarin is definitely very like nihilistic in a way. So, I think my character would be okay with it for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
How
does everyone knowing for sure that like a part of D&D lore is in the campaign, which is the Shadowfell? It was spoken of by name in this session.
Yeah, when I heard the Shadowfell, I was like, "Oh my god, the Raven Queen!"
I don't have no idea what that is. What is the Shadowfell?
So the Shadowfell. So you have the Prime Material Plane, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the Feywild, which is kind of a mirror universe of the Prime Material Plane, but it is everything that is chaos and creation. That's where the Fey come from. The Shadowfell is like clinical depression cranked up to 10.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a mirror universe of it's a mirror plane of the Prime Material Plane. So it's dark and dank and depressing, and your emotions will literally manifest as creatures and attack you. And it's fucked up.
And I believe, so
are we gonna get killed there?
The Raven Queen's domain is within the Shadowfell, right?
That is correct. I believe it is the Fortress of Memories or some shit is what it's called.
Yeah, man.
Or Fortress of the Forgotten, something like that.
I love the Raven Queen.
She fucking hates the undead too.
Yeah.
There is There.
Wait, the Raven Queen hates the undead? That's very
Yes.
interesting.
There is.
Yeah.
Oh no, she will literally destroy the. She will let you
Raven
hoes
Queen's
have
whole
it
job-
if someone was like raising the dead.
The Raven Queen's
Didn't
whole
she
job
make
is to
Black
basically,
Razor?
I think it's like
That
to
was her
guide
weapon.
souls to the afterlife.
One more time. Well, hold on. One at a time. Hanaki, go.
Yeah, the Raven Queen's whole job is to basically guide souls into the afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
And like see
Mhm.
where it's like if it's someone's time to go, it's their time to go, and if you raise their body, you are like
And she gets pissed about that.
yeah. And funny thing about it, Mishakal also hates undead creatures because she sees them as abominations.
Mm. Now,
Yeah,
So one
that's
of
why
one to add on to that, one of the most interesting things about the Raven Queen is the fortress that she resides in has all of the lost memories of the multiverse. So, like, I don't know if anyone's ever heard of a Sirac, the Lich.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nobody, even the gods, don't remember a Sirac's name. It is alleged that his name is lost somewhere within that fortress. Like, the lore for that specific fucking place is so good. Nom nom nom. Eat it up.
but that's the question. That's the question that I have for you. And then, Crib, I will let you, because you wanted to say something, but like that's the question I have for all of you. What is your feeling about the one instance, or the couple instances, if you were witness to it, of D&D lore being dropped in this campaign? Even though I've made it explicit that I wouldn't do that. I could be lying to y'all.
2 thumbs up.
What?
Hmm?
Here's my opinion on D&D lore being applied to homebrew settings. I understand that there are very generic actual plays out there that have shown D&D lore, but like missionary style effectively.
Oh.
Very boring,
Oh,
very, mid, right? But there are aspects of D&D lore that are fucking amazing.
yeah.
I've been working on a campaign myself to actually kind of tackle some of those things that a lot of people don't get into
mhm.
because they're either kind of peripheral or they just don't know. But I think adding D&D lore to your homebrew is a good idea. And I think it adds to the overall collective of the multiverse
Mhm.
that you are playing in.
Yeah, like one of the like I really love like some of the D&D lore I absolutely love. Like for example, the Calamity. If you know what that is.
Like I don't know much about it. I know vaguely what it is.
It's basically a war between gods.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Ragnarok.
Yeah, and like essentially like in the campaign that I'm working on, it's like very heavily like based upon that concept, and a lot of the concepts that kind of like come together, kind of like form up a totally new thing. But a
Mm.
lot of the like vanilla concepts of D&D are still there, but they just kind of like have like a different way of like the world working, but kind of gives like the same results.
For me, I'm very creative. So like I told Chris, I'm gonna opt for the most creative original thing. But I also planned this campaign in such a way that it tells multiple stories at once.
Yeah.
And like by the end of all of this, y'all gonna be like, what the fuck? This is what you had planned? This is a lot. Like by the end of it, you're gonna like look at me like, oh bitch, this hoe is brilliant, which I am.
I know that feeling because like you want to keep it contained, but you just want to tell somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like my campaign that I'm running right now took 4 years of planning and 4 years of writing.
Dang,
For,
that's so much work.
for what I had planned for y'all, it took me 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And like
You know,
I may not have everything there, but like I have the end story that I want to tell. I have the ending done.
The entire
Mm-hmm.
the entire kind of like so the way that I run my campaign is I run it through uh I run it through like I run it through different things. I run it through arcs, books,
Mhm.
chapters, right? and essentially kind of like there would be different like so. For example, like in my first campaign that I'm running right now, it would be kind of like a concept of like like angelic and demonic forces would be like the main power players in like the overarching story.
Hmm.
And then in my next campaign, when my players deal with that, however they wish to deal with it, depending on how they do things, it would kind of be like, oh yeah, like this is gone, or this is kind of like a remnant of what it used to be. Now it's making way for another even bigger, greater force that was looming over this whole time,
Hmm.
just like swooping in.
So
Actually,
with
see, speaking of swooping in, I gotta, I gotta go use the big boys room.
oh, go ahead, go ahead. We're almost done with out of the box. Priv, I know you wanted to say something. I hope you held. I hope you kept on to that thought.
It was just a question about the Raven Queen. I just wanted to, like, I believe she makes weapons too, and one of her weapons is Black Razor, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. She's
Yep.
cool. I actually like the Raven Queen.
So are we heading to the Shadow Realm?
Uh, depends. Whatever the dice say.
Gotcha.
Depends. I'll put it this way. I don't have plans for y'all to go there, but like if you want to, it's possible. Um, I I'm just excited about the story that's going to be told, and like on the same vein, we need to discuss something that's upcoming soon-ish. I'm going to give y'all time to prepare, but like we will be doing a one shot separate from this campaign, just for shits and giggles, one night only, ladies' night. No, I'm playing. But like just a one shot. Um,
When
and
do we get it?
how do y'all feel about being? How do y'all feel about being in what the world was of Rhaenyra before the Lost Times?
Okay.
Oh,
And how would you feel
I
about being close to level 15 to 20?
Okay. Okay.
I've already got a character concept.
Same.
Because in that before, there's gonna be we'll talk. But those we're gonna have one shots that's going to set up a precedent for the rest of the campaign. We're gonna have they'll be sporadic because like I have to plan those, but there will be one shots where like the characters that y'all make for that one shot, even though you won't play them ever again, has made a motherfucking mark on the motherfucking planet. Or the history. Or just even just like the multiverse
the
even.
lore.
So it's gonna be deep. So that's something y'all would be interested in.
Absolutely.
Yes, most definitely.
Now I will
Most
need to train for
definitely.
this. I have to train for this. So I will be talking to other DMs that have run level 20 characters and shit and get their advice. However, I'm ambitious, so I'm willing to do this.
Okay.
Oh, there's just so many things I played. It's like today's session was so good, so fucking good. Is there anything that y'all expect? This is the last topic that we're gonna close out. Is there anything y'all expect to happen next session based on everything that happened this session?
Oh,
I don't.
Chaos.
I
That's one.
can't. Yeah, chaos is all I can expect. Like, I went into this being like, okay, maybe we might get shanghaied by pirates, or maybe it'll be uneventful, and when we make landfall, there might be an ambush. Nope. Again, a member of our own party causing a bunch of bullshit out of nowhere, and now we have to deal with it.
Well, now, like that's slightly resolved. Slightly, no, it's not. But like now, now you're dealing with a giant ass anglerfish.
And but yeah, like if you'd asked me last game what to expect, this was not going to be it. Like it wasn't even going to be.
Gotta keep your on your toes.
Yeah. From now on, I expect just pure chaos, and that's it. That's all I can expect.
I'll say something that might be very vital and true. just to put it out there, just to shake the table a little bit. I think Zarin and Chris' relationship is going to strain.
Chris.
I think it's going to strain. Now, I'm not saying this. Full disclosure, I'm not saying this in a sense that like I have something planned for that. I don't. I'm saying like if I wasn't the DM and if I was a person looking at this on Twitch or something, I would feel like, oh, their relationship's going to get worse, and that's what it feels like currently.
Yeah, because Kriv wants Zarin to get rid of the book, and Zarin is most definitely does not want to get rid of that book. It's too powerful.
But for however long, you're free of its influence. So like you are taking his words into consideration.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what kind of background does Kriv have that he can intimidate a demonic book? He can have more intimidation than a demonic book.
Hey, that's what D&D's all about. Shit just happens. Sometimes shit just happens.
If we were to look at this realistically, right? None. But literally the vibe that Nigel was giving off as Kriv and the way he worded things, the tone of his voice, really just culminated in like, no, a random god took notice of this shenaniganry and was paying attention when this happened and was like, oh damn.
Like
high five, bro. Here's some supernatural juice to get past that crappy book. You know, because like, who wouldn't with that speech, with that tone? Like, literally something came by and was like, oh, that's legit. That's legit. I gotta support that right there.
Like a god was like in mid sleep and they hearing Crib going up like, what the fuck is going down in the world? Hold on, let me take a peek. And saw you doing that.
Could have been a passing archfey that was like, oh, neat. But yeah, that level of that was really good. That was a really good scene, Nigel. Well fucking done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the acting on that was top tier.
Well, I was worried because like I didn't know how real it felt. It felt so real to me. So I'm looking at Zarin like, oh girl, you good? Like as a player character, I'm looking at Allie like, you good, girl? Like this not too much for you. Do I need to do a check in?
Oh no. Oh no, I'm good with it. So I enjoyed it. I was like, ooh, I was like,
that was definitely awesome.
Yes, like.
Are we still inside the box or outside the box?
No, we're about to close out now. Like.
Okay, so I have a question.
Oh, go ahead. Well, you want to ask it after?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
Okay. I want to thank everyone for watching. This has been our discussion. Thank you for watching TTRPGBarbie. Thank my players for being so cool. Yeah, we'll just have to see next session what's going on. It's deep. It's deep shit's happening. Yeah. Say bye, everyone. Bye.
Ah.
Bye.
Ooh.